Eileen Gillard. Australia's 27th Prime Minister died today after her body gave up moving forward, after the Greens withdrew life support, after a good cardiovascular system lost its way. Efforts to revive her failed for over 2 years. Gillard was born in Wales in 1961. Her working family came to Australia hoping for a better life, but instead they settled in Adelaide. In student politics and the Socialist Forum, Gillard gained vital experience advocating, but not actually implementing, left-wing policies.
Julia was unlucky in love. First there was that union bloke she thought was Mr. Right.
Then Mr. Labor Right, Mr. Extreme Right, and Mr. Right next to me all the bloody time. But finally, in a Melbourne hairdressing salon, the future Prime Minister met Mr. Right.
Ah, Tim. Tim, yeah, what can you say about Tim? Nah, nothing.
In Parliament, Gillard first supported Mark Latham and then Kevin Rudd to become Labor leader. Her record backing spectacular duds was confirmed when she put herself forward for the role too. As Australia's first female Prime Minister, Gillard quickly proved a woman could be as mediocre as any man, except possibly Simon Crean. At the 2010 election, her insistence on
moving forward, we'll move forward, we'll move forward
saw Labor move backwards. Despite the hung Parliament in 2011 and 12, Gillard got on with the business of government.
We passed the Greens climate change policy, we passed John Howard's refugee policy, we passed the pokey legislation. That came from Clubs Australia.
But Gillard's Prime Ministership was forever tainted by a pre-election promise she never lived up to.
There will be some days I delight you.
On the international stage, Julia Gillard's profile also soared, often approaching name recognition.
Julia Gillard.
Julia Gillard.
Julia Gillard.
Julia Gillard.
But Julia Gillard passed away just 2 hours before the greatest achievement of her Prime Ministership, when her misogyny speech overtook Charlie Bit My Finger on YouTube. Julia Gillard asked for no glowing eulogies.
Don't write crap.
But she has been mourned and remembered with kind words.
I have lost a dear friend.
A very, very welcome development.
I have always maintained my innocence in relation to these issues.
My daughter used to hang out with her. Were you, Terry?
I was a bit misty-eyed.
I'm pretty happy with the world, mate.
Damn! She's a pain in the ass.
You're lucky she even performed for you, bastard!
Once officials confirm it holds the real Julia, Miss Gillard's coffin will be carried by faceless men, just as her Prime Ministership was. But on current projections, Julia Gillard may not secure a Labor majority even at her own memorial. Julia Gillard is survived by a carbon tax, a useless mining tax, the pretense of a budget surplus, the entire poker machine industry, and an all-pervasive sense of disappointment. She'll be laid to rest, face first, in a memorial lawn.